Today, my friends, we open the doors to a world where tiny pieces of metal carry giant stories, a world filled with forgotten treasures, hidden errors, and coins worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Here on HD Rare Coins 111, we don't just show coins, we reveal the mysteries they've kept buried for decades. So get ready, because the coin you're about to discover might be sitting in someone's pocket right now, waiting for the right eyes to notice its true value. Stay with me, stay focused, and let's begin this incredible journey into the heart of American coin history, where every shine, every scratch, and every small detail has a story to tell and a treasure to reveal. Top 1. The story of the gold $1 Sacagawea 2000D coin begins long before the year 2000, long before any collector ever held one in the palm of their hand. It begins with a vision, a decision by the United States Mint to create a coin that felt alive, a coin honoring history, culture, and the courage of a young Shoshone woman whose footsteps helped shape the map of a nation. And today, my friends, you and I are going to travel into the heart of this remarkable dollar, exploring secrets, errors, mysteries, and stories that make the Sacagawea dollar one of the most fascinating modern coins ever minted. So sit back, relax, and let the magic of this golden beauty guide your imagination. Imagine the year 2000. The new millennium has just begun. Technology is booming, the world is changing, and the United States Mint decides it's time to introduce something bold, a new $1 coin meant to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin many people struggle to identify because of its similar size and color to a quarter. To solve this problem, the Mint introduced a coin with a warm golden appearance. Not real gold, of course, but a unique alloy that looked rich and dignified, a surface specially treated to give a soft, glowing finish. It was a coin that demanded attention, and it received exactly that. On the obverse of the Sacagawea dollar, the young Native American mother Sacagawea is portrayed carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back, a powerful symbol of endurance, exploration, and strength. Her eyes look slightly to the side, as if she is guiding an entire generation forward. She seems to carry not only her child, but also the promise of America's future. And at the Denver Mint, where the 2000D version was struck, millions of these coins were born, but not all of them were ordinary. Collectors around the world know that the Sacagawea dollar has a deep well of hidden treasure in the form of rare varieties and errors. These rare issues are what transform a simple modern coin into something truly valuable. And the 2000D Sacagawea dollar has several legendary errors that continue to excite collectors today. One of the most famous errors connected to the Sacagawea series is the mule error, a shocking and accidental pairing of the Sacagawea dollar reverse with the obverse of the Washington quarter. Yes, you heard that right, a dollar coin struck with the front side of a quarter. Only a handful are known to exist, and they have sold for breathtaking amounts at auction. While this specific mule error is not exclusive to the Denver Mint, it remains one of the most iconic mistakes in United States coinage history, and it forever elevated the Sacagawea series into the territory of modern-day legends. But the 2000D coin has more secrets. Collectors look closely for missing edge treatments, off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, die cracks, and weakness in the feather details of the soaring eagle on the reverse. A sharp, well-struck 2000D with flawless luster is admired, but a coin with dramatic mint errors becomes unforgettable. And speaking of the reverse, the eagle. Its wings open wide, its feathers exquisitely detailed, the eagle on the Sacagawea dollar represents freedom in its purest artistic form. Sculpted with motion and grace, it captures a moment that feels real, as if the eagle is lifting off into the sky. For collectors, seeing this design untouched by wear, glowing with its original golden finish, is like looking at a tiny masterpiece. But what truly captivates collectors today is not just the beauty of the design. It is the ongoing mystery surrounding certain batches of Sacagawea dollars missing their anti-tarnish coating, leading to dark spots or unexpected toning. These coins behave differently in the long run, aging in unique ways that make individual pieces stand out. And because Denver struck such a massive number of 2000D coins, discovering unusual toning patterns or unexpected die errors has become a dedicated hobby for many enthusiasts. Another interesting tale comes from the Cheerios promotion. In the early 2000s, Cheerios cereal boxes contained special promotional coins, including some 2000 Sacagawea dollars. These special issue Sacagawea coins featured enhanced reverse details with differently sculpted tail feathers, a design not used in mass production. While these were Philadelphia minted coins, the existence of such enhancements make collectors pay closer attention to all Sacagawea dollars from the year 2000, including those struck at Denver. Collectors love the 2000D because it feels like a treasure hunt. One coin might be ordinary. The next might hold value far beyond expectations. This sense of possibility keeps coin lovers watching, researching, and searching rolls and bags, hoping to discover something rare hiding in plain sight. Now imagine holding one of these coins in your hand. Feel its smooth edges, its warm color, the slight weight that tells you it is something more than just metal. Tilt it under the light and watch the golden glow dance across its surface. This is not simply a dollar. It is a moment in American history, frozen in metal. It is the legacy of Sacagawea. It is the craftsmanship of the Denver Mint. And for collectors, it is a symbol of passion, curiosity, and discovery that if you, watching this video right now, have a Sacagawea dollar, whether from 2000 or any other year, I want you to take a close look at it tonight. Inspect the eagle's feathers. Study the lettering. Look for any unusual marks or shapes. You never know when a rare error or variety might be hiding in your own collection, waiting for you to uncover its story. And before we move to the final value and worth section of this video, I want to remind all of you, please comment below and tell us what coins you have. Share pictures, descriptions, or simply the years and mint marks. Our channel is here to help you identify them, guide you, and reveal whether your coins might be special or valuable. Your coins matter, your stories matter, and we love hearing from you. Now we arrive at the closing of today's journey. The gold $1 Sacagawea 2000D coin, depending on condition, mint state quality, and presence of any errors, holds its real market value in the range of $2 to $20 in ordinary mint state condition. But at auction, especially for dramatic mint errors, the value has reached into the hundreds, with rare pieces selling for amounts as high as $200 in words $200. And once again, dear viewers, do not forget to comment below about your own coins so we can provide information about them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like the video to support HD Rare Coins 111. Top 2. The story of the gold $1 John Quincy Adams coin begins in a way that surprises many collectors. Even though John Quincy Adams served as the 6th President of the United States from 1825 to 1829, the modern presidential dollar series that honors him was released centuries later. Yet the moment you hold this coin, it feels as though history itself has stepped forward to shake your hand. There is something almost timeless about the warm golden color, the smooth finish, and the dignified portrait of a man whose leadership shaped the early direction of America. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in the early 19th century. Roads uneven, lanterns glowing at night, carriages rolling along cobblestone paths. John Quincy Adams, known as the brilliant son of America's second president, rises to power with a reputation built on diplomacy, intelligence, and a vision for progress. He was a president who believed in strengthening the young nation, improving transportation routes, supporting the sciences, and defending the rights of all people. The presidential dollar honoring him captures more than his face, it captures his legacy. On the obverse, his portrait stares forward with calm determination. The engraving seems almost alive, its contours rising gently as the gold-toned light plays across the surface. His name curves above the portrait, and the years of his presidency, 1825 to 1829, rest beneath. To collectors, this coin feels like a miniature portrait framed in metal, but the reverse of the coin holds a different kind of power, the Statue of Liberty standing tall, torch raised, representing the freedom and spirit of the nation. When the United States Mint crafted this series, they wanted every collector, whether holding a single coin or an entire set, to feel the unity and energy of American history. The John Quincy Adams issue is especially admired because it bridges the gap between ancient legacy and modern minting technology. One of the reasons collectors are drawn to this coin is its fascinating connection to the presidential dollar series' unique edge lettering. Instead of placing inscriptions on the surface, the mint engraved them along the coin's edge, a feature not seen on most U.S. coins. Because of this distinctive design choice, a number of rare and expensive varieties were created by accident, turning certain pieces into hidden treasures. There are three major categories of errors that collectors search for in this coin. The first is the missing edge lettering error, in which the coin's mottos and year are never struck onto the edge. These pieces are extremely desirable because they stand out immediately in any collection. The second category is doubled edge lettering, where the inscriptions appear twice. These can be misaligned, overlapped, or offset, creating dramatic visual differences that increase rarity and value. A doubled-edged John Quincy Adams dollar is the kind of find that gets collectors' hearts racing. The third category is the inverted edge lettering variety, where the orientation of the words is flipped compared to standard issues. This type of error might seem small, but in numismatics, tiny details can transform a common coin into a scarce and sought-after collectible. Beyond edge lettering, there are other mint errors that occasionally appear on this coin: off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, weak strikes on Liberty's torch or folds of her robe, and even incorrect planchet errors. Each one tells a unique story about the moment the coin was created, and some of these errors command very high prices among dedicated collectors. Collectors also appreciate the rich, gold-like color of the presidential dollars, created through a special manganese brass alloy. When stored carefully, the John Quincy Adams coin keeps a warm glow that looks almost antique, giving it the aura of a treasure preserved from another era. Many collectors love to examine how the luster dances across the portrait, how the torch on the reverse catches the light, and how the edge lettering adds a touch of complexity to the whole experience. Whenever someone discovers a rare error in this series, the excitement spreads quickly through the coin collecting community. Videos, forums, and auctions light up as collectors try to hunt down more examples. The John Quincy Adams dollar, with its beautiful finish and potential for valuable errors, remains one of those coins that inspires constant curiosity. And now, for everyone watching this video, I invite you to be part of that world of discovery. If you have a presidential dollar, any president, any mint, any year, take a moment today to examine yours closely. Look at the edge lettering. Check for doubling, missing inscriptions, or unusual textures. You might be holding something rare without even realizing it. And if you have a John Quincy Adams coin from the presidential dollar series, study it carefully. Yours might be one of the rare varieties collectors search for every day. As always, I want you to comment below and tell us about the coins in your collection. Share the year, mint mark, or any unusual details you notice. Our channel is here to help guide you, identify rare varieties, and reveal whether your coins might be valuable. We love reading your comments, and every coin you share becomes part of our growing community of collectors. And now we come to the final part of our story today. The gold $1 John Quincy Adams coin from the presidential dollar series, depending on condition and grade, carries a real market value ranging from $2 to $5 in standard condition. But rare error varieties, especially missing edge lettering or doubled inscriptions, can reach auction prices as high as $100. In words, $100. Do not forget to comment about your own coins so we can provide information on them, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video to support HD Rare Coins 111. Top 3. The story of the gold $1 Zachary Taylor coin begins not with the minting presses of the modern presidential dollar series, but with the dramatic life of the 12th President of the United States, a man whose courage on the battlefield carried him all the way to the White House. When the United States Mint introduced the presidential dollar honoring Zachary Taylor, collectors immediately felt the weight of his history. It wasn't just another coin. It was a tribute to a leader whose presidency was short, but whose legacy stretched across an entire era of American expansion, conflict, and transformation. Imagine that moment in the late 1840s. The nation was growing rapidly. Tension was rising between regions. Yet in the midst of uncertainty stood General Zachary Taylor, a man known by his soldiers as Old Rough and Ready. He was a leader who preferred action over speech, a man who led his troops through storms, deserts, and battles with an unwavering sense of duty. The presidential dollar honoring him captures his stern determination, his steady posture, and his unshakable presence. When you hold the Zachary Taylor gold $1 coin in your hand, the portrait seems almost alive. The expression is firm, the hair swept back, the eyes focused. The engraving shows the sharp character of a man raised not in luxury but in military camps, fields, and frontier landscapes. Beneath his name lie the years 1849 to 1850, a reminder that his presidency lasted barely 16 months before his sudden passing. This short term makes his coin even more meaningful, for it symbolizes a man who impacted history in a short span, leaving behind questions, accomplishments, and the legacy of a leader whose time was brief yet unforgettable. Turn the coin and you see the powerful figure of the Statue of Liberty, torch raised high, her form carved with sharp elegance. The Presidential Dollar series uses this design to symbolize freedom, honor, and national spirit. It is a unifying theme, but every collector knows that each coin in the series carries a piece of the president's personality. For Zachary Taylor, the combination of strong portrait and bold reverse design reflects the courage and determination he showed throughout his military career, but what truly makes this coin exciting for collectors is the world of errors and varieties that surround the Presidential Dollar series. These aren't just tiny mistakes. Some of them are dramatic, rare, and extremely valuable, because these coins use edge lettering, the mottos, mint year, and mint mark engraved on the side instead of the surface. The Zachary Taylor dollar has several collectible varieties. The most famous is the missing edge lettering error, where the coin's side remains completely smooth. For collectors, this error transforms an ordinary dollar into a prized rarity. The absence of edge lettering gives the coin a clean, almost mysterious appearance, making it stand out instantly in any collection. Then there is the doubled edge lettering variety, where the inscriptions appear twice. Sometimes they overlap. Sometimes they shift slightly. Sometimes they stretch along the edge like a shadow. These dramatic errors attract the attention of advanced collectors because they are visually striking and far less common than regular issues. Another beloved variety is the inverted edge lettering. On a normal presidential dollar, the lettering aligns with a specific orientation when the coin is held upright. But when the inscriptions are flipped upside down, the coin becomes a collectible oddity. For eagle-eyed collectors, spotting inverted lettering is like discovering hidden treasure. Beyond the edge lettering varieties, the coin can also appear with striking errors such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, weakly struck Liberty torch details, planchet flaws, and even dramatically misaligned dies. Each error gives the coin its own unique story, a moment at the mint when machinery, timing, or pressure produced something unexpected. Collectors have long admired how the Zachary Taylor coin ages. The golden manganese brass alloy develops toning patterns, sometimes soft amber, sometimes deep honey, sometimes smoky brown, making each piece visually unique. Well-preserved mint state examples show a brilliant golden glow that seems to shine from within, while circulated pieces develop character and texture with time. For many collectors, the Zachary Taylor dollar represents more than a modern coin. It represents a chapter in American history that blends courage, conflict, and destiny. It represents a president who served his nation in war long before he served it in office. And it represents the excitement of treasure hunting in the world of numismatics, where a single coin can hold secrets worth discovering. If you are watching this video right now, this is the perfect moment to check the presidential dollars in your collection. Look carefully at the sides of your coins. Roll them between your fingers. Check for missing lettering, doubling, or inverted inscriptions. Examine the surfaces for unusual strikes or unexpected marks. You might be surprised by what you find, and don't forget, we want to hear from you. Comment below and tell us what coins you have at home. Whether it's a presidential dollar, a state quarter, a nickel, or a coin you inherited from your family, share it with us. Our channel is here to help identify your coins, uncover rare varieties, and guide you toward understanding their real value. Your stories and discoveries make our community stronger, and we love reading every single comment. Now we arrive at the final and most exciting part of the video. The gold $1 Zachary Taylor coin, depending on its condition and grade, holds a real market value ranging from $2 to $5. But rare varieties, especially missing edge lettering or doubled inscriptions, can reach auction prices as high as $100 in words $100. And remember, comment below about your own coins so we can provide information, and make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video to support HD Rare Coins 111. Top 4. The tale of the gold $1 James Madison coin begins with one of the most important figures in American history, a man whose ideas shaped the foundation of the nation. When the United States Mint released the presidential dollar honoring James Madison, collectors knew instantly that this coin was more than metal. It was a tribute to the fourth President of the United States, the father of the Constitution, the man whose thoughts and courage helped define what America would become. Imagine standing at the dawn of the 19th century. The young United States is expanding, evolving, and facing challenges from within and outside its borders. James Madison, soft-spoken yet fiercely intelligent, rises to leadership after years of shaping political thought. He is a man who prefers reason over force, writing over shouting, and careful planning over reckless decisions. As president from 1809 to 1817, he guided the nation through war, division, and the struggle to establish true national strength. When you look at the James Madison presidential dollar, you see a portrait that reflects this thoughtful character. His eyes are calm but focused, his expression firm yet intellectual. The engraving is precise, with the collar of his coat and the details of his hair carved elegantly into the golden surface. Beneath the portrait sit the dates of his presidency, a reminder of the 8 intense years he spent leading the country through the War of 1812 and defending its independence. Turn the coin over, and the Statue of Liberty rises with powerful grace, her torch lifted high, her silhouette etched with clarity. This reverse design ties all presidential dollars together, but somehow the glow of the James Madison dollar makes the statue appear brighter, more symbolic. For collectors, this golden-toned finish has always been part of the magic. It makes the coin feel warm, historical, and almost antique, even though it is a modern creation. But what truly makes this coin stand out is the world of rare errors and varieties that surround it. The Presidential Dollar series is famous for its edge lettering, a unique feature where the words "In God We Trust," "E Pluribus Unum," the year, and the mint mark are struck on the edge rather than the faces of the coin. And because this process involves an additional step in minting, it leads to exciting and valuable errors that collectors hunt for. One of the most popular varieties is the missing edge lettering error. A James Madison dollar without any inscriptions on the side becomes instantly desirable. The smooth edge gives the coin a clean, unusual look that stands out from all regular issues. Some collectors spend years searching through rolls and boxes hoping to find just one of these rare pieces. The second variety is doubled edge lettering. Here, the words around the coin appear twice, overlapping or appearing slightly offset. These errors are dramatic, visually impressive, and far less common than standard issues. A doubled-edged James Madison dollar can transform a regular collector's day into a moment of excitement. Another prized variety is the inverted edge lettering. If the inscriptions run upside down when the coin is held upright, the coin enters the category of scarce presidential dollar errors. These varieties are subtle but valuable, and collectors love the thrill of discovering one unexpectedly. Beyond the edge lettering varieties, the James Madison coin also appears with other mint errors: broad strikes that stretch the shape of the coin, off-center strikes that shift the portrait, weak strikes that blur parts of Liberty's torch, and die cracks that reveal stress marks from worn dies. These errors tell the story of the exact moment each piece was made, turning minting mistakes into collectible treasures. Collectors appreciate how beautifully this coin ages. The golden manganese brass alloy develops rich tones over time, shifting into honey, amber, or even caramel shades depending on storage and exposure. Mint state examples glow with a smooth finish that almost seems illuminated from within. When rotated under light, the fields shimmer and the details appear crisp and elegant. This natural luster makes the James Madison dollar one of the most visually pleasing presidential coins. For coin lovers, the James Madison dollar also represents something deeper. It represents the birth of American ideas, freedom, Constitution, unity, and resilience. Holding this coin is like holding a miniature tribute to the man who helped write the Constitution itself. And this connection gives the coin a sense of historical gravity that collectors cherish. If you are watching this video right now and you have a presidential dollar at home, this is your moment to take a closer look. Examine the edge carefully. Turn the coin slowly. Look for missing lettering, doubled lettering, or inverted orientation. Study the details of the portrait. You might be holding a valuable error without knowing it. And if you have the James Madison dollar specifically, check yours with extra care. The series is full of surprises, and remember, we love hearing from you. Share your coins in the comments below. Tell us the years, mint marks, or errors you think you see. Our channel helps collectors around the world, and your comment might lead to discovering something rare and exciting. Every coin you share helps us build a stronger community of people who love history, design, and numismatics. Now we reach the conclusion of today's journey. The gold $1 James Madison coin, depending on condition and grade, carries a real market value ranging from $2 to $5 in normal mint state. But rare error varieties, especially missing edge lettering or doubled inscriptions, have reached auction prices as high as $100 in words $100. And before you leave, comment below about your own coins so we can provide information, subscribe to the channel, and like the video to support HD Rare Coins 111. Top 5. The story of the gold $1 William Henry Harrison coin begins with one of the most dramatic and shortest presidencies in all of American history. When you hold this golden-toned presidential dollar in your hand, you are not just holding a piece of metal. You are holding a story of ambition, leadership, tragedy, and legacy, all packed into the single month that William Henry Harrison served as the 9th President of the United States. And today, we are going deep into the world of this amazing coin, exploring its design, its hidden rarities, its valuable errors, and the reasons collectors around the world search tirelessly for special varieties that make this coin a true treasure. Imagine the year 1841. A cold March wind sweeps across Washington. Crowds gather to watch the oldest man ever elected president take the oath of office. William Henry Harrison, a respected war hero known as Old Tippecanoe, stands tall and proud. He refuses to wear a coat despite the icy chill, determined to show strength, character, and endurance. His inaugural speech becomes the longest in history, but little did he know his presidency would become the shortest, lasting just 31 days. His sudden passing shocked the nation and changed the rules of presidential succession forever. And because of this brief and dramatic chapter, the William Henry Harrison presidential dollar holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. On the obverse of the coin, Harrison's portrait stares forward with dignity. His expression is firm, his features finely engraved, reflecting both the confidence of a military leader and the wisdom of a man who had lived through decades of political experience. The details of his hair, the slight turn of his shoulders, the sculpting of his face, everything is designed to give the coin a sense of history and depth. Beneath the portrait sits the year of his presidency, 1841, reminding every collector that his time in office was brief yet unforgettable. Flip the coin and the majestic Statue of Liberty rises boldly, torch lifted in timeless strength. The golden glow of the coin makes the statue appear almost radiant, symbolizing freedom and resilience. This reverse design binds the entire presidential dollar series together, yet each coin feels different because of the unique portrait it pairs with. The William Henry Harrison dollar shines bright, filled with symbolism and historical energy, but what makes this coin especially exciting for collectors is the world of rare varieties and mint errors associated with the presidential dollar series. Because these coins include lettering on the edge, a unique feature not found on most modern American coins, mistakes in the lettering process create some of the most desirable collectible varieties. One of the most surprising errors is the missing edge lettering variety. When a coin skips the edge lettering step, it leaves the inscriptions, the year, mint mark, and mottos, completely absent. The result is a smooth-edged Harrison dollar that looks and feels different the moment you touch it. These pieces are considered scarce, and collectors treasure them for their rarity and visual uniqueness. Another thrilling variety is doubled edge lettering. In these coins, the edge inscriptions appear twice. Sometimes they overlap. Sometimes they sit slightly offset. In both cases, the effect is dramatic and instantly noticeable. A doubled-edge Harrison dollar is a prize that collectors love to display. Then there is the inverted edge lettering variety. Normally, when the coin is held upright, the edge inscriptions follow a specific orientation. But when they appear upside down, the coin becomes a curiosity and a highly collectible error. These subtle orientation mistakes are rare, and every example discovered sparks excitement. beyond the edge lettering varieties, the William Henry Harrison dollar also includes several other mint errors that appear from time to time. Off-center strikes create beautiful misalignments where part of the design drifts toward the rim. Broad strikes stretch the shape of the coin and give it a wider, flatter appearance. Weak strikes reduce detail in Harrison's portrait or in the folds of Liberty's robe. Die cracks create fascinating raised lines across the surface. And in extremely rare cases, wrong planchet errors can occur, making the coin look and sound completely different. Collectors love the golden color of these coins, created from a special manganese brass alloy that glows warmly under light. Depending on how they are stored, Harrison dollars can develop unique tones: deep amber, soft honey, even streaks of dark caramel. This natural toning makes each coin slightly different from the next, adding to their charm and collectability. For coin lovers, the William Henry Harrison dollar is not just a modern commemorative piece. It is a tribute to a man whose presidency was short but historically powerful. It represents a life of military service, sacrifice, and national impact. And for collectors, the hunt for rare errors adds excitement to every roll search and every coin show. If you're watching this video right now, take a moment to check any presidential dollars you have at home. Look closely at the edges. Turn them slowly. Check for doubled inscriptions, missing lettering, or upside-down orientation. Examine the portrait for unusual marks or striking errors. You may have something rare without even realizing it, and I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell us what coins you have in your collection. Whether you own presidential dollars, state quarters, old pennies, or rare silver coins, our channel loves helping you identify them. Your comments help build our community and allow us to guide you in discovering the hidden treasures in your own home. Now, as we close today's journey, let's talk about value. The gold $1 William Henry Harrison coin, depending on its condition, carries a real market value between $2 and $5. But rare mint errors, especially missing edge lettering or doubled inscriptions, can reach auction prices as high as $100. In words, $100. And before you leave, make sure to comment about your own coins so we can provide information, subscribe to the channel, and like the video to support HD Rare Coins 111.